Welcome to our website analytics and social stats update for the first quarter of 2013. This is Ginny Scheip, the CEO for CRB. So we're going to take a look first at some of the analytics, our Google Analytics for our website, and we will compare our year-end 2012 activity with where we stand so far for the first quarter of 2013. Now, for those of you who may look at and analyze some of the analytics through Google for your own company websites, as you know, there is a plethora of robust information that is available, and literally I could probably do a 2-hour tour of it. So what I did basically is pull out the highlights that I think would be meaningful to you in terms of understanding some of the key highlights of our website. So just a snapshot of our unique page views, total page views, and our visits and unique visitors. You can see the blue bar shows you all of 2012, so that was for the entire year. And then what I did is showed you a comparison of the first quarter of 2012 with the first quarter of this year. So in almost every instance, except for unique visitors, which isn't off by that much, and visits, which is incremental as well, we are tracking even or a little bit ahead for the first quarter of 2012. So obviously with almost everything we do linking back to our website or having it as a landing page, a lot more traffic on our website, and when people are there they tend to be clicking through to other pages of information as well, which is a good thing. So let's start with some of the initial stats, and let's look at our average page views. So the average number of pages that somebody is clicking when they come to our site is just under 6. For all of year end, I showed you a 3-year comparison there with 2010. So each year, you know, it's kind of gone up. So again, as I told you before, I can actually see a landing page someone goes to and then what the top pages are that they're clicking, and I do have a stat for that I will show you later on in this presentation. So people are spending time on our site. The time on the site, as you can see, the average so far for the first quarter is 3 minutes and 45 seconds. I apologize, there's an ambulance in the background, but that's what happens when you record at your office location, and we're right on Michigan Avenue, so hopefully you can still hear me here. And again, I'm showing you the comparisons for 2010 as well. So on average, you know, almost 4 minutes on the website. New visitors, about 69% of the traffic. And again, you know, it'll track cookies, so I always find that the new visits and the visits sometimes can be a little misleading based on if somebody was on your site earlier in the day and Google is still remembering that cookie, or if it's another landing page that they've gone through. But nonetheless, there's still visits to the site. So, and then our returning visitors, about 30%. So I always, you know, you have to be careful really how you interpret those two stats there. But again, increased activity and or tracking relatively the same to the previous year. Our top landing pages, so when somebody is clicking a link that perhaps they got in our eConnections monthly newsletter or some other e-promos that we send out on the Coffee Break series, a webinar, the Master Series, REB Magazine, however they come into our site, this is the top landing page that they're clicking to. So our home page, we do try and direct traffic right to the CRB home page, but our coffee break, so there's a direct link there. And again, as in the education area, that video, the professional development overview, the coffee break has been a very popular and well-received new member benefit that we launched in August. And then our education tab on the website, REB Magazine, the What is a CRB, and again I created the CRB Membership Advantage video the last quarter of last year, and we have that up on the site, and also in some of our various promotions as well. And then the CRB designation. So good pages that we want people actually landing on and exploring. So we're very pleased with that statistic. And then where are our visitors coming from? Well, for the first quarter, we've had about just under 4,500 visits, and those have come from 84 countries and territories. So again, no surprise that 75% of that traffic would come from the U.S. We've talked about Algeria before. You know, a lot of that is trying to scrape data from your site, fish, etc. But we have the UK and Canada's moved up in the ranks a couple of notches since the November video that I showed you. And really we've just kind of swapped positions here between Canada, Brazil, China, and India. And then the UAE you can see. And as a reminder, we did our three CRB courses in Dubai a couple of weeks ago in April. So nice to see some web traffic coming in now from the UAE. Now we're going to switch gears and go to social media and see how we are performing on the CRB Facebook page, Twitter, our LinkedIn group, and our YouTube channel. So first and foremost, as I talked about in a chapter webinar that we did, it's one thing to set up a bunch of pages, but you need to have a strategy to go along with your social media presence. And so ours is to turn monologue into dialogue, and that helps us reach more of our members and non-members for that matter with information that's relevant to them and where and when it's convenient for them to access it. It also gives us an opportunity through our various social media accounts to join and influence existing conversations, either about the council or about other issues that realtors care about. And then, of course, also to build deeper relationships with our members and others that are out there. Particularly, we've had increase in activity in our LinkedIn group, which is a closed group, so they put in a request and then we can see who they are and try and monitor that. We've had to block a few people from Facebook and LinkedIn for spamming it. And a few of them were not, or I believe those people were not even in the industry, for example, but so we have moderated posts on there in order to prevent that from happening. So we're looking at Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Facebook, and you can see that just in comparison to November, when I did this video last, we continue to increase the number of members in each of these groups pretty substantially as well. So up 13.5% on our Twitter followers, up almost 10% in our LinkedIn group, and these are just since November, so really one quarter, a couple of months. We have 123 videos on YouTube, and we've had 10,170 video views. And our Facebook likes is up almost 37% since November. So we are just shy of 2,000 people for Facebook. And again, if you haven't watched the other videos, just a reminder that we have a free education session on Friday, 9 to 10:30 a.m. It's our annual election and member education session. It's available to all realtors. You don't have to be a CRB, so I encourage you to attend. Bring a friend or two with you. We really would like to have a full crowd in this session since NAR was kind enough to sponsor a speaker for us, and we have Ray Gronowski, the Vice President of Brokerage and Specialty Services for RPR, presenting. So it would be terrific for us to have a full room. Sometimes attendance historically at Midyear in this particular session has been challenging, but we certainly would like to have a full room for this session. So again, mark your calendar and bring some folks with you. If you haven't already, I encourage you to scroll through your video player and view the additional update reports that I have provided on membership, our professional development area, and a benefits and services overview of our website. So thank you for watching and for volunteering for the CRB Council. We really appreciate all that you give. Thank you.